It's time for a random review.
All right, welcome to the original Geek Random Review. This is where we take movies, TV shows, and we roll a D20. We let fate decide the topic. We don't know if it's going to be hits, misses, fights, or full-blown fandom wars. There's no prep and no safety net. It's time to roll for review.
Nice.
This is a special segment we're going to drop every once in a while, and I think Jeff and I are excited about this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I think about some of the times we've done, an episode about a show that's still in flight, like the volume 1 of season 5 of Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. I guess I should have started with that. This is the Stranger Things random review.
Yeah.
So we picked the topic, we picked the show, and we let fate decide what we're going to do.
And how appropriate. We got to do a random review for Stranger Things. Come on.
I mean, the whole idea of rolling a D20 on the review of this show is about as on the nose as it gets. Is perfect.
That's right.
So we have, you'll see it pop up somewhere here. There's a chart. We have 11 items that we can get. And we don't know what it's going to be until we roll. So we didn't decide this ahead of time, Jeff, but why don't I'll roll for you first.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
I'm ready.
All right. Just to show you, I tried to film rolling, and it causes echo. So you'll never see that until I figure out tech, apparently. But you would think I would know.
We'll believe you, whatever you're rolling.
All right, here we go. Oh, I rolled a 5. Ooh, it's a failed dexterity check, Jeff. The military presence.
Nice.
The massive government military occupation of Hawkins. Dr. K, Lieutenant Akers. Was it a distracting yet key plot device? It was intended to raise the stakes. It was supposed to complicate our heroes' movements. But is it too heavy-handed? You tell me. What do you think?
So actually, for me, I was surprised when I saw that this was considered a distraction. And I know you watch a lot of, you see a lot of like reviews and you follow stuff like that, right? Is anyone talking about the military as being an issue in this plot?
I have heard a few people talk. Eric Voss on New Rockstars is the one I usually watch the most. I love the way they break stuff down. He made a passing comment about it wasn't the focus of their review, but he made a passing comment about the big metal Band-Aid, essentially.
Yes, I saw that too.
And so I think it's the scope of it, that people are making fun of, or that's what I'm hearing. It is an integral part of the story they told. But.
Yeah. So for me, I disagree that this is as a distraction. I mean, or over the top or too much of a reaction. If a gaping hole to hell opened up in any town in America, the military is going to quarantine that 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And also probably cover it up with a metal Band-Aid. Like all of that, I think makes sense. I have to admit, I was super surprised that they set up a base in the Upside Down. That seemed hard to believe just because of, just seems like that should be an incredibly dangerous place. I'm still fully on board though with the base in the Upside Down and the whole execution of this plot.
So yeah, I agree. I think the part that threw me at first, because it starts with this really long opening of catch up, right? And so we find out a lot of information in the first 3 minutes of episode 1, and we hear about the quarantine. We don't obviously hear about the Upside Down base because that's something that most people don't know about. But
Spoiler
the metal
alert. Nothing. Spoiler alert.
The metal plates thing was odd to me because we don't know right away that there's been dormancy this whole time, right? As far as we know, from right up through the end of season 4, anything from the Upside Down, I mean, the whole epic battle, there's bats and there's demodogs and demogorgons and there's all these creatures.
Yeah.
So you expect what I expected as a viewer when I opened up the first episode of season 5, episode 1, I was expecting mayhem.
Yeah.
I was expecting dead bodies. I was expecting gore and blood. And instead we get this sort of pop culture, I don't know, kind of very smooth, very fast talking exposition. So I think that's the part about the military presence that I was like, wait, what? Like,
well, I was confused because I had been led to believe that this season would begin right where the last one left off.
Oh, we were all led to believe that.
And so, like, I was thinking no time had passed. And we were getting, like, okay, the ground split open. It ended. But now what happened to everybody? And was surprised that other than getting a lot of mind flare dandruff on you, it wasn't really that bad unless your house or business was hit by the rent in the earth. But it was all covered up. Yeah.
Well, in the end of season 4, too, the main jock, dickhead, I can't say the word, antagonist. I can't say it, and I said the wrong word. The main bad guy against our heroes, he dies because the rip tears open the Creel house, and he's literally in the attic, and he gets split in half. So, do you know what I mean? That's what I was expecting.
So there were, at the end of season 4, there were consequences. Then in season 5, you're right, though, it was like a little bit glossed over. So,
all right.
Here we go.
Wait, is there any more we wanted to do?
Not on that one. I think we're good.
Okay. All right.
All right. 13. That is the Vecna Retcon flashback, Successful Knowledge History. The reveal that Vecna's influence, the Demogorgon attack, was planned from 1983. It deepens the lore intelligently, the opening scene retroactively adding Vecna's sentient purpose to Will's original kidnapping in 1983 ties the entire story together, making Vecna the sentient purpose behind the Upside Down's long assault. Agree, disagree, thoughts. Review it.
I like this one. I'm glad I got this one. This is part of one of the biggest theories I've seen. It's part of what I think as well. So it focuses back on Will. And by adding these scenes at the beginning where we go back in time to see him get taken, we see a couple of other shots from when he gets literally taken out of the fortress that he'd built in the woods, and that's where he hung out and hid in the Upside Down version of it. And he gets pulled out by the Demogorgon.
Yeah.
And they also went back and they show that the latch on the house gets opened by itself. This is
who? They never answer that.
Well, I guess this is the retcon, right? This is the idea that Vecna's the one that opens the door.
Oh, that's the implication?
That's the implication, that it's Vecna now actively being it's in season 1, we think it's just there's a tear and a rift and a creature came through. It's a creature double feature monster movie setting.
Mm-hmm.
What they've done here in episode 1 in the very beginning of season 5 is tell us, no. This isn't just the werewolf or Frankenstein. This is the Dracula werewolf and Frankenstein setup. This is the higher level, smarter, sentient creature controlling the beasts. It's not just a creature movie. There is purpose. There's power. This, to me, was, at first I was told, just like the exposition with the military stuff, I was like, wait, what? And then they show him getting plugged into this thing. And at first I thought, okay, well, they're just trying to show a little bit more and of course I should know better with the Duffer Brothers or any good writers for that matter, they were setting the stage for episodes 3, the end of 3 and episode 4, where we realize that these kids are part of a bigger plan. And it really does come back to Will. And they make a point. I talked about this in one of the Geek Nuggets that I did, but they made a point to show that everything in the Upside Down froze when Will was taken. This isn't, this seems to be Will's story. We keep thinking it was Eleven's story. That's what they set it up to look like. But it feels like it's more, if it's not, it's certainly not just 11. It might be both of them. Yeah. There's some theories out there about them potentially being siblings, that Vecna's their dad.
It's so stupid.
There's some that are even more wild. But yeah, so I thought it worked. It certainly works to tie it back.
Yeah. I agree. And what I think is funny about, we talk about the theories that are out there is like, and maybe it's just clickbait, Vecna's not the real villain. Okay, yeah. But you could say that Darth Vader wasn't the real villain in Star Wars. It was the Emperor. But Vader still oversaw the murder and destruction of planets and people and lives. He's still a villain.
He killed all of the Padawans at the Jedi Academy. Right.
So, I mean, not innocent. Same thing with Vecna, like, not the real villain. Like, he's a murderer, a child abductor. Like, so even if he is doing this to stop the Mind Flayer, which is one of the theories, or to go back in time when he was still an innocent child before he was afflicted to change his past, he's still doing a lot of evil shit to get there. So, I mean, still a villain, even if he's not the big bad.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other big theory, is that it's really the Mind Flayer, this big ancient evil that is controlling everybody and corrupting everybody. And I'll be honest, I'll be kind of disappointed, because it takes the responsibility for everything that's happened. When you say he was corrupted by the Mind Flayer, you start to say, well, it's not really his fault. And that's why there's, you know what I mean? But when you say it's not something that he can do or he can control,
right,
then it's, I don't know, it seems like it makes everything less dramatic. It seems like it meant less, because, we've been mad at Vecna for a season and a half, 2 full seasons. We're like, this is the guy. And now you're trying to tell us at the last second, this isn't the guy. He's the guy's guy. The real guy is the guy over there. Now, we saw the Mind Flayer in season 2, so it's not like they've hidden it or they've made it like a brand. It's not like he's sprung out of nowhere. It's not a retcon. He's been in existence the whole time.